would like to exchange this broccoli for that iPhone, please.
No.
2 bits of broccoli. Long gone are the bartering days where one can exchange vegetables for electrical goods. Now it appears we need money. But what is money, I hear you cry? Quite the head scratcher.
Money is an object used as an exchange between two parties. It can have intrinsic value, such as gold, or it can be an accepted mode of transaction, such as notes or coins printed by a central bank.
Wow, thanks, Izzy. Some people have jobs to obtain money. This is where you exchange units of your life on this floating, burning rock and get remunerated. The great Dolly Parton sang about it. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living.
Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living.
Now these life units are finite, so be careful how you spend them. Apparently, we only have 4,000 weeks on Earth on average to live.
That's not very long.
Remuneration varies. A footballer might get £450,000 a week on average, whilst a nurse might get £800 a week.
Seems reasonable. I'm working on it. People with ADHD, unfortunately, can be very bad at managing money for a number of reasons. This is often called the ADHD tax. For example, forgetting to cancel trial subscriptions or cancel memberships you signed up for impulsively with good intention. I will go to that 10-week kickboxing class and pay for it up front. And then every Tuesday at 7 p.m, I will feel a hot spider bite of shame because I haven't gone, have I? Because I've stayed at home eating a whole bag of Revels. Coffee flavour. Another cause for ADHD tax is buying a load of delicious fresh food and then letting it perish because you forget about it. Or are not sticking to a routine that means you are at home and cooking. Or you make lunch like a good girl for work, then leave it on the side and have to buy lunch again. Double lunch. Booking trains, coaches, plane trips to the wrong location, on the wrong date, or missing the day completely, or forgetting to book a return trip, so having to buy the trip on the day, which is often more expensive. Having to replace things because you've dropped, lost or broken them. Forgetful butterfingers. Ow! Impulsive spending, needing the dopamine fix of buying something new and then realising you have purchased new gardening gloves. You don't even have a garden. This was £400. It's an ancient wicker heart that's going to align my energy. It was worth every penny. If you want one, make sure you get it now because they are flying out. Now. It's so pretty. I feel my energy aligned already.
According to a YouGov survey in 2022, ADHD costs a person £1,600 a year on average. Those with ADHD are almost 3 times as likely to struggle with debt compared to those in the general population. People with ADHD earn on average 17% less than those who do not have ADHD.
La 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 la, shut up! I'm going to ignore those horrible facts and do the ignore dance. I'm ignoring the reality of life as an ADHD person. Ignore.
Stop it! Information is power. And here are some top tips.
Always write down what you've subscribed to and make a note of it on your phone, on the wall, by the door. This way it is unavoidable and you are always keeping track.
Don't put fresh food in the salad drawer where you can't see it. Put it on the fridge shelf. Put longer preserved food at the back and fresh food at the front.
Don't take your bank card out. Withdraw cash. And set yourself a limit of what you are buying and only use the cash you've taken out. Make a list before and stick to your list.
Give yourself a 24-hour rule on purchases. If you still want that energy-healing heart 24 hours later, then fine. But usually the impulse will pass and you will be a lot better for it.
And if you do love the feeling of buying, just make sure you have a little look at the return policy. Make sure you can take it back in case you overspend.
When booking trips, get into the habit of having someone with you or screenshot it so they can check it over. This may seem extreme, but having that accountability will help you not make mistakes. And I'm sure a friend will be happy to help for a few seconds than deal with the anguish of making a wrong booking. I thought I was going to Rome, but I ended up in Southampton.
There.
Being realistic about your finances. Lots of apps now have very helpful features.
Instant notifications and balance updates can help with impulse spending by giving you real-time information about how much you've spent and what you've actually got left.
Upcoming payment reminders mean you don't have to remember all of your outgoings and you can check that you have the money that you need ahead of time.
Places to set money aside automatically, like Monzo pots, can give you greater visibility over where your money is and what it's doing.
I love locking money away. I love seeing that little pot symbol, knowing there's money in there, but I can't touch it. This can be equally as dopamine inducing as spending. Let's be honest, it is difficult managing money at the best of times, but especially if you've got ADHD. It's best to be honest about your financial situation with friends and family and get support if you need it. And failing that, stealing. Disclaimer, this video is not encouraging stealing. Unless you're good at it, then definitely steal.